If every human on Earth vanished right now, the lights would stay on for exactly 4 days. After that, in total darkness, the countdown to the end of everything we built would already be running, and most of it would be gone within a single human lifetime. This isn't speculation. Scientists, engineers, and ecologists have actually mapped this out, hour by hour, year by year. They call it the human extinction timeline, and once you see it laid out in order, you'll never look at a city skyline the same way again. Let's start with hour 1. The moment every human disappears, nothing looks different. Your coffee maker is still warm. Traffic lights still cycle red, yellow, green for cars that will never come. Power plants keep humming because most of them, coal, gas, nuclear, are designed to run without a human checking in every 5 minutes. For the first few hours, the world looks paused, not ended. But machines don't run themselves. They run because someone is constantly, invisibly intervening. And the first place that becomes obvious is underground. Within hours, subway systems in cities like New York and London start flooding, not from rain, from groundwater. Every single day, pumps run around the clock just to keep tunnels dry, water that's been trying to get in since the day they were dug. Without anyone running those pumps, it takes less than 36 hours for major subway systems to start filling completely. By day 4, the lights actually do go out. Power grids need constant human management, adjusting load, switching circuits, refueling. Nuclear plants are built to fail safely, automatically shutting down without a human hand, but coal and gas plants run dry of fuel within days. One by one, city by city, the grid goes dark. For the first time in over a century, Earth at night looks the way it did before electricity existed. This is where it gets strange. Without streetlights, without humming engines, without the low constant noise of human civilization, animals notice first. Within weeks, deer wander through Times Square. Coyotes walk down empty highways. It's already happened once, on a much smaller scale, when humans briefly vanished from cities during global lockdowns, and wildlife reclaimed streets in days, not years. But the real story isn't what comes back, it's what falls apart. By year 1, every house with a leak develops a problem nobody fixes. Water finds its way in through tiny cracks in roofs. Without anyone to patch them, that water freezes, expands, and tears the structure apart from the inside. Wood frame houses, which is most houses on Earth, start failing within decades. Brick and stone last longer, but not forever. By year 5, something more dramatic happens. Without maintenance, dams begin to fail. There are over 90,000 dams in the United States alone, holding back rivers and lakes through nothing but human upkeep. As they crack and crumble, entire valleys flood, reshaping landscapes that took us a century to engineer. This is the part most people don't expect. Cities don't just decay, they drown. New Orleans, built below sea level and kept dry only by constant pumping, would be completely underwater within years. Venice would simply return to being part of the sea it was built on top of. By year 20, asphalt roads, the very thing connecting every part of human civilization, start disappearing. Plant roots crack through, freeze-thaw cycles shatter the surface, and what was once a 6-lane highway becomes a forest with a stripe down the middle. This is where a researcher named Alan Wiseman comes in. He spent years studying exactly this scenario for his book, The World Without Us, consulting structural engineers, ecologists, and demolition experts to map out, piece by piece, how fast human civilization would actually disappear without us. His conclusion was unsettling. Almost everything we consider permanent is, structurally, temporary. It's only permanent because we keep fixing it. By year 100, most wood frame buildings on Earth have collapsed. Steel structures, bridges, skyscrapers start failing too, as rust eats through support beams that were never designed to last a century without maintenance. This is where the story gets bigger than buildings. By year 300, something almost poetic happens. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built over 4,000 years ago without electricity, without steel, without modern engineering. It's still standing. While our tallest, most advanced skyscrapers have already collapsed into rubble. The most primitive structure on Earth outlasts our most advanced ones because it was never relying on us to maintain it in the first place. By year 1000, forests have reclaimed almost every city on the planet. Streets are unrecognizable. The Eiffel Tower has rusted into a pile of metal. Mount Rushmore, carved directly into solid granite, is still recognizable, eroding at roughly the same rate the granite itself erodes, meaning it could remain visible for tens of thousands of years. And here's the detail almost nobody talks about. It's not our buildings that last the longest. It's our garbage. Plastic doesn't decompose the way wood or steel does. It breaks down into smaller and smaller pieces called microplastics, but those pieces don't disappear. They just get smaller, scattering into soil and water for what scientists estimate could be hundreds of thousands of years. So if some future intelligence ever dug through Earth's layers looking for evidence that we existed, they wouldn't find our cities. They wouldn't find our monuments. They'd find a thin, strange layer of plastic scattered everywhere, all over the planet, at exactly the same point in geological time. That would be us. Not our cathedrals, not our cities. Plastic bottle caps and shopping bags fossilized into the rock record, outlasting everything we were actually proud of building. Here's what's strange about all of this. We spend our lives building things we assume are permanent. Houses, roads, monuments, cities, when in reality, none of it is permanent at all. It's temporary. It's only standing because every single day, somebody somewhere is quietly keeping it that way. Every crack you patch, every pipe you fix, every bill you pay to keep the lights on, you're not maintaining your life. You're holding back an ending that's already trying to happen. If every human on Earth vanished right now, the lights would stay on for exactly 4 days. After that, everything we built would start the long process of becoming nothing at all, except somewhere underground in a thin layer of plastic that will outlast every single thing we were ever proud of.